If you use IPTV applications on your Fire Stick, Android TV, even your phone, this is a warning you need to hear right now, because during one of the biggest sporting events of the year, over 36 of these applications with more than 26 million downloads have just been removed from the Google Play Store and also the Apple App Store. Completely gone, deleted, wiped overnight. And if you think this only affects mobile users, then you're making a big mistake, because today it's mobile applications, tomorrow it could be Android TV, and very soon after that it could be applications on your Fire Stick. Stay with me, because what happens next could affect every single Fire Stick user. Now, in terms of what actually got removed, you can see these applications on the screen. Probably some of them you will recognize, some of them are very, very popular, including the TV Mate one. So you can see this was previously on the Google Play Store, but if you try to search for it now, you can see it's no longer available. So this takedown is absolutely real. It really is happening, and many more applications like this may be potentially removed in the future. And the reason why this is a big shift is because these applications in themselves don't actually provide any kind of content directly. So they are just essentially media players. They allow you to play different playlists, but they don't actually come with any content out of the box. But the fact that they've still been targeted and completely removed just shows you how serious the authorities or the people in power are taking threats like this. We can see this was reported in the press, whereby they're saying 36 of those applications with 26 plus million downloads have been taken down due to the T20 World Cup. We can see some of those applications there. It says app stores have now emerged as the latest battleground in the fight against live sport piracy, as this company secured the removal of more than 36 applications from both the Google Play Store and also the iOS Store during the T20 World Cup. Now, it says that according to the company, these applications were used to unlawfully access the premium cricket content, including the live World Cup matches. So you can see the angle that they were pushing for and why they felt that these applications needed to be removed as quick as possible. It says that these applications collectively amount to more than 26.11 million downloads, just showing you how vast and popular this particular area is. And we said before, guys, even with certain applications, because the demand is so high, even if they do stop one application, many applications do come out to replace that gap. Now, it says that many of these applications do position themselves as neutral streaming tools because they don't actually come with any content. As I mentioned before, if you install the application, you're not going to see any movie, any TV show, any cricket match. They are just media players. Now, it's up to you as the device owner if you choose to then load up these applications with content that you like. That's truly up to you. That's why these developers of these applications say it's not in our hands. We just create a media player. People are free to watch any media that they like. So you can see the argument from the developer side, but from these big companies, they're just saying that these applications are regularly used to distribute playlists and that content, allowing people to watch content without paying the full fee for it. It says that the removal from Google Play and the iOS platform signals growing cooperation between the rights holders and the technology intermediaries. So you can just see on every front, whether it's the rights holders, whether it's the app stores, whether it's the individual applications themselves, these companies are going for every angle to ensure that any application that breaches this should be immediately stopped and removed from any of these official Play stores. So now some of you may say, look, I use a Fire Stick. This thing doesn't affect me. I don't use the Play Store. But we've seen the same roadmap across all platforms. Stuff that's happening on the Amazon App Store, on the Amazon devices, is also being filtered through to the Google TV devices. And you can imagine even more will then push over to mobiles and other platforms. So the industry is taking the same stance. It doesn't matter which platform you have. Each platform is going to get more and more restricted. We've already seen Amazon release devices which are completely locked out, no side loading, no Android. And you can see other platforms following a similar trend. So it is easy to say now that it doesn't impact me, but long term you can see whichever device you have, you will see less freedom, more control from the vendor, from the supplier, more restrictions, and just less choice for all of us. So I think probably the biggest mistake that Fire Stick or general streaming users use is they rely just on one application. So if I'm going to use one application for all of my content, if that application for whatever reason is unavailable, if it goes offline, if it gets taken down, then that's going to completely ruin my streaming experience. So which is why I always say that always try to find a couple of applications that do the same thing, so you always have that freedom of choice. So if something happens to one, it shouldn't impact the other applications. And secondly, this is the main reason why I do always recommend using a VPN. Not that a VPN will magically fix all of your problems, but a VPN will definitely give you privacy. It will definitely give you security and control, especially now when the platforms are getting more and more restricted, when you are seeing more and more blocks, especially with ISPs that now start monitoring you, they start throttling you. The best way to manage that is to use a VPN, because once you activate that, you're now no longer using your own IP address. Rather, you're using an IP address from your VPN service provider, which will then allow you to access content without anybody monitoring you or trying to slow you down. So I personally recommend IPVanish. If you do scan that QR code, you will get a special discount just for my followers. And it really is the best way to support me and my work. So many thanks for doing that. So wrapping up, guys, I think the question now is no longer will more applications get removed, because I think we can all say they definitely will. The question is, are you ready for that? Do you have other applications as backups? Do you maybe have other devices you can use, other streaming devices that won't be impacted? Do you have a strategy for that? Do leave me a comment below. Let me know, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.